got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do.
I know it's Valentine, 'cause on the morning line, the guy has got him figured at 5 to 9.
But look at epitaph, he wins it by a half, according to this here in the telegraph.
Paul Revere outbite, I hear his foot's all right. Of course it all depends if it rained last night.
I know it's Valentine, the morning works look fine. Besides the jockey's brother's a friend of mine.
For just a minute, boys, I got the beatbox noise. It takes a great grandfather was equipoise.
I tell you, Paul Revere, that it's no bum steer. It's from a handicap, but it's real sincere.
I know it's Valentine, 'cause on the morning line, the guy has got him figured at 5 to 9.
So make an epitaph, he wins it by a half, according to this here in the telegraph. Epitaph,
Valentine,
I got the horse right here.
Resist the devil and he will flee from you. That is what the Bible tells us. And that is why I am standing here in the devil's own city, on the devil's own streets, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think before it is too late. You are in great danger. I am not speaking of the prisons and the gallows, but of the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, friends, it is the Save a Soul mission, located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and all night, with a special prayer meeting this Thursday at
Poor Miss Sarah. I wonder how a fine doll like her got mixed up in that mission dodge.
She is a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
It is too bad that a beautiful doll like her wastes all the time being good. How did she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Betty South Street. Nicely, Johnson.
Carry the horse, how are
How
you?
goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Hey, tell me about Nate in Detroit. Has he got a place for the crap game?
Shh. We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I've just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks.
Yeah, where did you acquire it?
I collected the reward of my father.
You know, everybody's looking for action, you know. All I can say is I hope Nathan
Why,
can find-
Lieutenant Brannigan. Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Any of you guys see Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit that's been running a floating craft game around here and getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit, wussing up customers for his craft game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can tell him for me that right now I know he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's gonna give him a spot because they all know Brannigan's breathing down their neck.
Hiya, Nathan.
Fellas, I am having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan, and I can't even...
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh, hello, Lieutenant. I hope you didn't think I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I was talking to your two colleagues about your craft game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a place.
Well, the heat is on, as I'm sure you know from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
Did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I simply run the craft game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place?
To find a place for
Did
the
I
game.
find a place? Yeah, I found a place. Rolling the crap game tomorrow evening at Radio City Music Hall.
How you gonna fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, you once said there might be a chance of holding the game at the Biltmore Garage.
I was over to the Biltmore Garage. Spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might take a chance and let me use the place if I give him $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't even take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean my marker's no good? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000 signed Nathan Detroit. A marker's like a pledge, which a guy can't welch on. It's like not saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. It just don't seem possible. Me without a livelihood. I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what day today is? Mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged for 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. The town's up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know I could make a fortune, but where can I have the game?
The Biltmore Garage wants a grand.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they now have a lock to the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's the stock room behind McCluskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore Garage is the spot.
But the 1,000 bucks we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating craft game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for the fella who can get us there. If we only had a lousy little grin, we could be a millionaire. Good old reliable Nathan, 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 Nathan Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, he'll arrange that you'll go broke in quiet and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to swarm. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. I'll have my boys let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan. Hey, say, you know who else is looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson? There's the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? That is how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time he was sick, and he wouldn't take penicillin, all on account that he had bet 10 C's his temperature would go to 104.
Well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky he went to 106. Good old Sky.
Oh, maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
Ah, not Sky. With him, that kind of money ain't lending money, it's betting money. So why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson.
I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can figure out a wager on which there's no chance of me losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar will a fly sit on her? How far can you kick a piece of cheesecake? Cheesecake, that's it. Listen, go run over into Mindy's restaurant and ask Mindy how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What do you want to know that for?
Just find out. Beat it! Here comes Adelaide. If she finds out I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan.
Adelaide, pie face.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, Adelaide. We gotta get back to the hot box.
Are you still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver, Charlie. He's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum, Nathan Detroit.
And what did you say to him?
I told him. I says, I'll meet whomever I want.
Well, don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present for me?
I hope you like it.
Belle.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet and so is jelly, so put this belt around your belly. Oh, Adelaide, that is so sweet. Listen, honey, about your present. I was going to get you a diamond wristwatch with a golden band on it and 2 rubies on the side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
Well, it's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Adelaide, one of these days I'm going to be in the money, and you're going to have more mint than a mink.
Oh, Nathan, I can do without anything. Just so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 pieces of cheesecake and 1,500 pieces of strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake? That's great!
Nathan, what is this?
None, honey.
Hey, any news yet?
Harry, I will let you know.
All right, Detroit.
What was that about?
His wife is having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife.
Oh.
Listen, Adelaide, I'm expecting somebody, and I know that you are hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No! I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why don't you take Adelaide to the drugstore? You see, honey, you have a cold, and it is across the street, and there are a lot of open manholes around.
Oh, Nathan, darling, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Masterson! How you doing, Sky?
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How are you? You look great.
I feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place. Beautiful scenery, healthful climate. And I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack.
50 G's?
Yeah.
Are you going to be in town long?
No, I'm flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yeah. There's a lot of action down there. You want to come with me?
No, I got some stuff I got to tend to up here. Hey, meantime, how about we stop over in the Mindy's restaurant and have a piece of cheesecake? He sells a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm really not that hungry. But thanks. Hey, tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Still dancing over at the hot box.
Suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
We all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember that as pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Listen, are you hungry yet? Maybe we could stop over in the Mindy's and have a piece of cheesecake. Or strudel or something.
No, I think I'll go get the late results.
But you will admit that Mindy's has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Well, yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet, there are some people who prefer his strudel. Oh, man, which do you think he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
Well, I've never given it much thought. But I'd say if everybody's like I am, Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be the betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, I thought I'd give you a little action, for old time's sake. I'll bet you $1,000 that yesterday Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a little story. When I was a young man about to go into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this, "Son," the old guy says, "I am sorry that I am not able to bankroll you to a very large start. But not having any potatoes to give you, I am now going to stake you to some very valuable advice. One of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come up to you and show you a nice brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of this deck of cards and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you are going to wind up with an earful of cider." Now, Nathan, I do not claim that you have been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
Oh, you don't think that I would have ever done
However, if you are really looking for some action, I will bet you the same 1,000 that you do not know the colors of the necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. Yellow and orange. What a crazy combination.
Hey, Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me!
Hiya, Sky.
Hey, how is it with you fellas?
Not bad. Nicely, thank you. Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore. She says for you to pick her up after the show at the hot box and don't be late.
Yes, dear. Okay.
Yes, dear? Well, that is husband talk if I ever heard it. Nathan, you are trapped. And Adelaide, you have the kind of doll that is most difficult to unload.
Oh, but I don't want to unload Adelaide. I love her. Besides, if a guy did not have a doll, well, Well, who would holler at him? $1's a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on downs. I just say a guy should have them around when he wants them, and they are easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, then how come you ain't going? How come you are going to Havana alone without one tomorrow?
I like to travel light. But if I wish to have a doll with me, there's a large assortment available.
Not real high class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll and I name her. Will you bet on that? Will you bet me $1,000 that if I name a doll right now, you will take it with you to Havana tomorrow?
You got yourself a bet.
I name her.
Her? Cider.
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
You take sinners here.
Oh, indeed we do. Sarah,
How do you do?
my name's Arvita. Arvita Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
Oh, you poor man.
I have wasted my life in evil betting and gambling. But I have suddenly come to realize the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha. Coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Well, possibly. You see, I've been wandering around town trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I would have never become a gambler at all if I'd not fallen in with such evil companions, always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Well, thank you. It makes me feel good just to talk to people like you.
You keep right on talking to Sister Sarah, and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
The Bible says, seek and ye shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We're out there every day trying.
Well, maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, as a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try holding an all-night session against the devil.
A very interesting suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Nice old lady. I suppose she sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Uh-huh. I suppose if either of you goes someplace, the other goes along?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 pamphlets that I think you should read. They will give you a good deal of comfort.
Well, thank you.
We'll be holding a midnight prayer meeting on Thursday, which I'm sure you will wish to attend.
I'm sure. Yeah, Miss Sarah, I hope you will not think that I'm getting out of line, but I think it is wonderful to see such a pretty doll, nice-looking lady like you, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. You ever go anywhere else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a little far. But there are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York by plane. You ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's really quite wonderful. You see,
Here's another pamphlet that I think you should read.
Well, thank you. Of course, I will need a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Well, that's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. No peace unto the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 22. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are two things being in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. Well, I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
Now, what's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. Well, I once won 5 G's on a parlay, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying's a sin. Look. I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Well, let's be honest here. This mission is laying an egg. But, why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When is this big prayer meeting of yours? Thursday? I will guarantee to fill that meeting with 12 sinners. I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Well, have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't believe me, ask anybody in town. I owe you 12 sinners. I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
Well, it'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
Well, to my favorite restaurant, of course.
Where is that?
El Cafe Cubana, Havana.
El Cafe Cubana Havana?
Well, where do you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Well, why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night, and the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, when you're describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Well, why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all, except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. Of course, I'm relieved to know that it's just me personally and not all guys in general. It is nice to know that somewhere out there there's a guy that might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
Oh, I'm not interested in what he will not be. I am interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is ripe.
Well, you got the guy all figured out, huh?
I have.
Including what he smokes, all figured out.
All figured out. When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. Oh, he'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of hands.
By the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. I'll know as I run to his arms that at last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, for a strange
talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how this gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know and I won't ever ask, am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throne. Yes, I know when my love comes along. When my love comes along. Well, I'll drop in again, in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
Some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be sweet. I'll know when my love comes
Hello? Is this the Biltmore garage? Let me speak to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, listen, I'm calling about the, you know.
The what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry up!
That'll be $8. Now, what did you say, Nathan?
The crap game!
Hey, don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
Oh, sorry. The dice game. Listen, Joey, is it all right if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000,
I'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Listen, Joey, if you're going to take that attitude with me, I will have my game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Listen, Joey, the dough's guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet. I can't lose. I bet him he couldn't take a doll with him to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the type of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I am going to win.
Hey, don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joey...
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you have known me for a very long time.
That's why I want it in advance.
Well, I can't talk no more. I gotta go meet Adelaide over at the Hot Box. Listen, just one thing. Can I at least tell the fellas the game's gonna be at your place tomorrow night?
Not till I get the dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And now, for our grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down on the farm with Miss Adelaide and her hotbox farmerettes.
I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you. About you! Oh, about you. My heart is leaping, I'm having trouble sleeping. 'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck, you bet your pretty neck I do. Doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. I love you, a bushel and a peck, though it beats me all to heck. Beats me all to heck, how I'll ever tend the farm when I want to keep my arms about you. About you. Oh, about you. Because the chickens are going to the dickens. 'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck, you bet your pretty neck I do. Doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle, doodle-doodle-doodle. Goodbye now.
I love you, a bushel and a peck. That lousy Joey Biltmore.
Hello, Nathan.
Adelaide Pigeon.
How are you, handsome?
Oh, fine. What have you got there?
A book.
A book? You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. So, the doctor asked me how long I had it. And I told him a long time. And I said I thought it was on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he said to read this book, because he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Oh. Would that say what kind of a doll would go for a certain kind of a guy, which you didn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Well, I am just for instance. There are some dolls you could almost bet wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can never be sure that some girl won't go for him. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, darling, starting with next week, I'm going to get a raise. So with what I'll be making, I wondered what you would think. Maybe we could finally get married.
Oh, sure, we're gonna get married. Sooner or later.
Oh, I know, Nathan. Oh, but I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before. But my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already. Oh.
Why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that back in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then how come is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then, after about 2 years...
What, after about 2 years?
We had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nathan. Mother believes in big families.
What type baby was it?
It was a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
He's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he has a little sister.
All those years, Nathan. Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nathan, now we're finally getting married. And it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how can you do such a thing? Especially to a nice old broad like your mother.
But Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
Well, I'll be meeting her soon, and what'll I tell her? What'll I tell her I did with all 5 of the kids? Traded them off to the Phillies or something? What are we gonna do?
We could get married.
But Adelaide, getting married ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. We ain't ready yet.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shot. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see?
It's bad luck!
So you see, Nathan, darling, I got the veil. All we need now is our license and our blood test.
Our what?
Blood test? It's a law.
What a city. First they closed down my crap game, then they cut open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running the crap game again.
Adelaide, how can you think such a thing? Why did I stop running that lousy crap game? It is because I love you, and I want us to be the happiest married couple that there is in the whole world.
Has anybody seen an earring around here? I don't think so.
You. I'm all dated up with Society Expert tomorrow night, and he breaks it on account of your dopey cracking. Honestly, Adelaide, I pity you.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up. It reminds me of your crap game.
Adelaide, you're getting yourself all upset. Everything is going to be fine. After all, we love each other. And we are going to get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
Oh, but it's true. Come on, you'll feel better tomorrow. Cheer up, honey, huh? Let's see that old smile. Oh, that's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note. Note? Note. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just installing the wedding trip, a person can develop la grippe. When they get on the train for Niagara and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. The person can develop la grippe, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pimp. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold.
looking at? This guy was following Miss Sarah, and you should have seen the look she gave him. Oh. It would have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great, just as long as he doesn't take her to Havana.
Havana, he couldn't take this doll to New Rochelle. Where's Nathan? He ought to be lining up the game.
I don't know. I suppose trying to see Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
That Miss Adelaide, she's always taking his mind off honest work.
It is a shame a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, that is his weakness. And we should be tolerant because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look, what's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. Picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting on my television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked him. And it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir, when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some doll.
When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be minking it for some doll.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can't afford, it's a cinch that this bum is under the thumb of some little broad.
When you meet a mug lately out at a jug, and he's still lifting platinum falderall, call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some doll. When you meet a sport and his cash has run short, make a bet that he's banking it with some doll.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol,
call it dumb, call it clever, how about you can give odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some doll, some doll, some doll. The guy's only doing it for some doll.
A sport and his cash has run short, make a bet that he's banking it with some doll.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob takes a good steady job and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol,
call it dumb, call it clever, how about you can give odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some doll, some doll, some doll. The guy's only doing it for some doll.
to him.
He attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, Sarah, you spoke beautifully this morning.
No, I can't reach these people. I should never have signed up for this post. Well, let's go into lunch. I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and have them just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvita. Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
I got in early this morning. I've spent the last hour looking for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General.
Good morning. Sarah, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside? Have some lunch with us?
Oh, no. I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We've decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh, no.
Close the mission?
But, General, please. Someone can do good here, even if I can't.
But, Sarah, there are so many other calls on us. So many other places where our work is really needed. But we are doing much better now.
And we've announced a big prayer meeting for tomorrow night.
Oh, you've announced a big meeting? But will anybody be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me. General, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
Well, how do you do? General, I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
General, allow me to make a proposition.
Yes?
Why don't you come to this big prayer meeting tomorrow night and find out for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, I suppose if I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I can personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Well, hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Okay, y'all got your carnations?
Yes.
Now remember, nobody will be let into the game without they got their red carnations. It's like a password.
All right. But where's the game?
Relax, I'll tell you in a minute. Is it all set? Can I tell them we're gonna have it at the Biltmore Garage?
Not yet. We gotta stall them for a minute. Joey wants his dough first.
But it's 11 o'clock then. Not gonna stick around much longer.
So sue me! I left nicely over at my hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. There he is. Hey, where's the dough?
Wait, come here.
I told you to wait for it!
I was feeling a little faint. I had to get some groceries.
Go back to my hotel and wait for the money from Sky, and do not come back here without it, even if you starve to death.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, I hope you do not plan on spoiling our evening, inasmuch as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. I think you might have heard of him. I would like you to meet Big Julie from Chicago.
How do you do? Welcome to our fair city, and where I'm sure you know the heat is on. But just be patient and you will get some action.
What do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stick around, or shall we blow this joint?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Yeah, sure.
Nathan, if there is no crap game tonight, I'm sure Big Julie will be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can tell from those persons who at one time or another have displeased him. Although I will admit, it's difficult to find such persons, considering the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Harry! You don't think I would be so rude to displease a fellow like Big Julie here, do you? Big Julie, let me assure you that when Nathan Detroit... When Nathan Detroit promises something, you can count on it that it's gonna be good.
An interesting gathering indeed. The Cream of society. Angie the Ox, Society Max, Rusty Charlie, Liver Lips Louie. Hey, they ride a horse, all the way from Brooklyn. Pardon me, I'm not very good on names. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
Oh, and what do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Well, don't ever help my mother across the street. Looks like the male chorus line from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
It's a party!
Indeed. What kind of a party?
Bye, girls. See you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
That's right. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody cannot deny.
Oh, Nathan, darling, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
Well, when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was...
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner.
Bachelor dinner.
It is a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
So tell me, Nathan, when's the happy day?
When will it be, Nathan?
Nathan, these fellas are nice enough to give you a bachelor dinner. Least you can do is tell them the wedding date.
We need time for our license and our blood test.
Oh, gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could be married tomorrow night, right after the show at the hot bar?
Adelaide, we need time for our license and our blood test.
You could elope.
What?
You could drive down to Maryland. What's the name of that town?
Pimlico.
No, not Pimlico. Nathan Elkton. They'll marry you right away. They wouldn't ask for a blood test.
But ain't that unhealthy?
Nathan, that's a great idea. Hello, I'll lend you my getaway car. My Buick.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy. I ought to wire my mother. Only what'll I wire her?
Send a telegram and date it back.
I'd better wait until we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Ah, Nathan, you are indeed a lucky fellow. A most beautiful doll indeed. Don't you agree, Big Julie?
So tell me, how long you know the doll?
14 years.
Let's shoot back. You better find a place.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Well, maybe it won't come. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
He couldn't, How could he? She couldn't have gone.
mission in Cuba. Come on.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons where prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here lies Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. Well, how about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dolce de leche.
These are delicious. What do you call them?
Dolce de leche.
Dolce de leche? What's in it? Besides milk.
Oh, sugar and a sort of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I think I'll have another one. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
No, only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, Slugger. It's all over and you're still champ. Oh, you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start up in my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning?
Chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. And if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Hell, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Havana is so wonderful. Why don't we stay a few more days to see how wonderful it's really like?
I think we better be getting back. We're gonna catch the plane to New York. Come on.
I don't want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, down like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You want to know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how I met you in the first place. I made a lousy bet.
How else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No, no!
I gotta think what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, golly. I don't know how I'll get home with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you to give it to me. Sky, hello.
Well, hello, Miss Adelaide. How are you?
I'm fine. shower. They went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower. Look!
What vulgar jewelry.
Well, that's wonderful, Miss Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah?
How do you do?
Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night, right after the hot box, Nathan and I.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, Sky. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already. I'm going to love being in the kitchen. I've tried all the other rooms.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess so.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
Well, how do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
Finding out something I've known for quite a while now. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of years before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. When the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold, that's my time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. Well, that's my real name. The first person I've ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song was born.
So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Aunt Arvita, I thought you'd be asleep.
Hello, Sarah, dear. Well, good morning, Brother Masterson.
Well, good morning.
We followed your suggestion and stayed out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Sarah, where have you been?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
Hey! What the hell is this? Come on!
Somebody must have tipped them off. Seen a lot of strange things in my day, but this is the first time I've seen a floating crap game running full blast in a mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this. Sarah!
This never would have happened if I hadn't. I never should have gone with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Can I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
It's not what I meant.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
What the hell do you mean it's no good? And what kind of doll are you anyways?
I'm a mission doll.
Adelaide and her debutantes.
He bought me the fur thing 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late '48, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your poils. What made you think that I was one of those girls? Take back the gown, the gloves, and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. So take back your mink to from whence it came, and tell them to Hollanderize it for some other day. Take back your mink, take back your poils. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm screaming, take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. Oh, take back your mink, those old worn out pelts, and go shorten the sleeves for somebody else.
Mr. Detroit here?
No, he hasn't been here all evening.
Bring me a Rhine soda.
see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I got a message for her from Nathan. I wish Nathan would start bringing his own messages.
What's the message? And where is Nathan?
It's this way. Nathan requests for me to have to tell Adelaide that his aunt in Pittsburgh was recently taken ill with a
rare tropical disease.
Yeah, that's not bad. Anyway, Nathan asked...
Nicely, what is the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game is still going on.
Since last night?
Big Julie, being a large loser, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is most insistent. So we find a new place and the game goes on.
Where's the game?
You looking for some action?
No, I'm leaving town tonight. But I would like to talk to some of the guys before I go. You see, Nicely, it's like this. I kind of gave my marker to someone. I'd like to clean it up before I go.
I'll meet you outside.
What about Nathan's message?
Oh, yeah. Miss Adelaide, Nathan is in Pittsburgh with a rare tropical ant. Goodbye.
What? I don't understand. Sky Nathan has to come here tonight. We're eloping to be married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan. Why does it surprise you?
But he promised he'd change.
Change. Now, what is it with you dolls anyways? The minute you get your hands on some guy, you bring him right in for alterations.
And what about you men? Why can't you marry people like other people do? And live normal like people? Have a home with wallpaper and bookends.
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit, and yeah, Sky Masterson, we don't belong in a world like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. It's just no good. I'll see you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Las Vegas, maybe. I got a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Possibly.
Well, tell him that I never want to talk to him again. And have him call me here.
Look, why don't you just get yourself a new guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll find out.
Yeah.
In other words, just from sitting alone at a table reserved for two, a person can develop the flu. You can bundle her up in her woolies, and I mean the warmest brand. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than her frame can stand. If she still gets the feeling she's naked from looking at her left hand, a person can develop the flu. The flu. 103.2. So much virus inside that her microscope slide looks like a day at the zoo. Just from wanting her memories in writing and a story her folks can be told, a person can develop a cold. Achoo!
Not so fast, Sarah, not so fast. Ugh. Look, suppose we don't have the big meeting tonight. Suppose nobody's there at all. We'll explain to the general.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place. To go someplace where
Where the sinners are all respectable and well behaved?
You saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson. He came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew it the moment he started picking on you. But I didn't know you were going to get stuck on it.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough...
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you for the color of your coat and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. Mansions I can wish you, 7-foot men all in red, and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of you. Standing there, gazing at you, with the sheep's eye and the liquor is too. Music, I can wish you merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own true love this day. With the sheep's eye and the liquor's tooth and the strong arms to carry you away.
Well, good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Sister Abernathy, how goes it with the soul saving? Tonight's the night of the big meeting, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be. The general is coming and she's
The general's a tough
expecting-
doll, huh?
Well, not many people are going to be there. In fact, nobody. And
I don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, Aunt Arvita. We've got to hurry.
Miss Sarah, you've forgotten something. But being a gambler, I never forget a thing like this. You still hold my marker tonight for 12 sinners.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you forget about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night our mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
if you don't pay off on that marker, I'll tell the whole town you're a dirty welcher.
Nicely. Where's the crap game?
Well, Sky, it's about 10 minutes walk from here.
Now, which way?
This way.
here to shoot crap.
We had enough.
Hey, come on, guys, let's go home.
You see, Big Julie, the fellas are slightly fatigued from wearing this. Having been shooting crap for some time now, namely 24 hours.
I don't care who's tired. I'm out 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Fellas, I'm beginning to see the logic of Big Julie. It is not that he is a bad loser. It is just that he prefers to win. Right, Big Julie?
Give me the dice. I'm rolling 500.
Take 200. I'm half dead.
If you don't shut up, Big Julie will arrange the other half.
Ha! And it's Snake Eyes. Yeah. You lose. 50 for the house. But the dice are still yours, and your luck is bound to...
Shut up. Another 5.
200 more.
Here comes that big lucky roll. Ha! And it's Snake Eyes again.
What's up, Big Julie? That's the breaks.
Well, that cleans me. But I ain't through yet.
What?
I will now play on credit.
You see, Big Julie, the fellas are awfully tired. Me, personally, well, I'm, of course, as fresh as a daisy.
Then I will play you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down out of every pot. By now, you must have quite a bundle.
Well, seeing as I assumed the risk, I believe it is only fair that I should assume some dough.
Detroit, I will roll you. Willie or nilly. If I lose, you get my marker.
And if I lose,
You'll pay him cash.
I want to hear it from Big Julie.
You will pay me cash.
Now I heard it.
Here is my marker. Put up your dough. Is there a problem?
No. I owe you $1,000 signed X. Tell me, Big Julie, how is it that you know how to write $1,000, but you cannot write your own signature?
I was good in arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Yeah, well, this'll put you through Harvard.
I'm rolling 1,000. And to change my luck, I will use my own dice.
Your own dice!
I had them made for me especially in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice into a New York crap game.
That is a freak bank.
Show me where it says that in Emily Post.
Big Julie, not... Take it easy. Big Julie, not that I wish to seem petty, but could I at least take a look at these dice?
Bring it, guys.
These dice ain't got no spots on them. It's a blank.
I had them taken off. For luck. But I remember where the spots formerly were.
You are going to roll blank dice and call out what the numbers are from remembering where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Ha! A 5 and a 5. My point is 10.
Well, at least I still got a chance.
10Z, come again, Z.
I wish he'd fall on his enzy.
Ha! 10. I win.
A 10?
6 and a 4.
Which is the 6 and which is the 4?
Either way. I'm rolling 2,000. Put it down there.
Oh, I just remembered. I'm eloping tonight. I gotta go meet Adelaide.
2,000. Put it down there.
Big Julie, what do you say we let some of the other chaps in on the phone? Yeah!
No, when I'm through with you, 2,000. Ha! 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Now I'm going to take it easy.
What do you mean?
I'm rolling $1.
I'll take all of it.
Ha! What do you know?
Snake eyes. I lose. It's convenient. For this, I gotta bend down? Detroit, now I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm rolling 3,000. 3 G's! Wow. 3 G's. Put it down there. Wouldn't it be more convenient if I just put the money right into your pocket? Get it up. Ha! 11. I win. Well, that cleans me. Now, I will play you guys. Wait a minute. You gotta give me a chance to get even. Now I will roll you, but this time with my own dice. Yeah. Okay, Detroit, that's fair. But what do you use for money? I will give you my marker.
And you want Big Julie to put up cash?
Nathan done it. Yeah, I've done it. Hey, what kind of a deal is this anyway?
Nathan, take it easy.
No! Him and his no spot dice. Somebody ought to knock the spots off of him.
Nathan, don't make Big Julie have to do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on my vacation. Oh, go ahead, shoot me. Put me in the cement. At least then I would know where I was. Here I risk my neck to set up a crap game. Even promised to get married on account of it. And for what? To wind up here, broke in a sewer? Believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing you could do to me that would not cheer me up.
Here they are.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well, fresh blood. Looking for some action?
Not at the moment, but I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. We are shooting crap.
I'm only asking for a minute.
We are shooting crap.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Mission. Right.
Who is this guy?
The fellow I was telling you about took the doll to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Look, fella, why don't you go back to your praying tomato? Slowing up the action around here.
You're looking for some action. Would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or am I left-handed?
How would I know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Oh, he's got a shot! Got any business? It's Sears Roebuck!
All right, look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409th West 49th Street, they are holding a midnight prayer meeting. Now, I promised I would deliver to them some sinners. And when it comes to sinning, most of you are high up among the paint cards.
Well, yeah. I don't want to spend no evening in some hallelujah joints.
You won't do it as a favor to me. Do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee you the air in the mission smells much cleaner than down here. Maybe it wouldn't hurt you guys to learn something else. Besides the odds of making a fool of the hard way.
I've done that into the easy way.
You've been reading the Bible too much, guy.
So what? Maybe the Bible don't read it as lively as a scratch sheet, but it's at least twice as accurate. Well, I tried. I'll see you around, Nathan.
Listen, Sky, about that Havana business, I regret that I temporarily do not have the $1,000 to pay you.
Don't worry about it, Nathan. You won.
But I thought you took Miss Sarah to Havana.
You thought wrong.
Get up, Big Julie! Now I got dough to roll ya, but this time with my own dice.
Nothing doing. With those dice, you cannot make a pass to save his soul.
Oh, I got money, he won't even roll.
What'd you say?
I says with them dice, he could not make a pass to save his soul.
Maybe I can make a pass to save his. And yours, and his.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna roll the dice. I will bet you each $1,000 against your souls. 1,000 cash against the marker for your souls. If I win, you all show up at the mission tonight.
Whoa, mission.
Is it okay?
Let me get this straight. If you lose, we each get $1,000, and if you win, we gotta show up at the Mission Dolls Cabaret.
You all show up at the Save a Soul mission, one meeting. Oh.
Okay, by me.
By me, too. How about you, Nathan? $1,000 against a marker for your soul?
I don't even know if I got a soul.
You got one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
S. All right. Put down your markers. Put them down.
Come on, put him in here, boys. All right. In the hat.
All right, now give me the dice. And give me room.
Come on, quit stalling and roll.
What's the matter, Sky? Are you a chicken?
You see me roll for 100 G's. But I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, yet there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You'll run the state with me. The pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, if you've ever been a lady to begin with, luck be a lady tonight. Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with, luck be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck be a lady tonight. Ha! Luck be a lady tonight. Ha! Luck, if you've ever been a lady to begin with, luck be a lady tonight.
Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I bet my life on this roll. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady.
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 What's the matter? Roll the dice.
No.
Coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out. Right.
tell you, I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Julie, you give your marker. If you welch, it will cause me no little embarrassment. I am sure you do not want to cause me no little embarrassment.
But if it ever gets back to Chicago that I went to a prayer meeting, no decent person will talk to me. Adelaide!
Oh, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, did nicely explain to me about tonight? I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We must not conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You're my doll.
Your doll? Please, if that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Baby, sweetheart. Adelaide, how can you get so upset over one lousy elopement? Adelaide, please.
Nathan, it's no use. I've succeeded in your not being able to accept me no more. I've got you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan!
Oh, Adelaide, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. Listen, everything is going to be all right. We are going to get married, and then pretty soon we are going to have a little white house with a green fence, just like the Whitney colors.
Oh, Nathan, we gotta do it soon. I had another letter from Mother today, asking a lot of questions. And she put in a letter for you, too.
Letter for me? From your mother? Well... Dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. However, I feel like I know you through Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I ain't even the manager?
I was going to promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you must have to work to take care of your family. Adelaide, and the 5 children, and the one that is on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit her, so I had to tell her that.
Don't you know I can't have 6 kids on what they pay me at the A&P? You are a good man, and I am proud to have you as a son-in-law. I know you will always take care of Adelaide. Oh, I feel like a heel.
Oh, look, Nathan, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide. Oh, I can't.
Why not?
Come on, Nathan, we're gonna be late. Come on, Nathan.
Nathan, why can't we elope right now?
Because, well, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me anything under the sun, then you give me a kiss and you're grabbing your hat and you're off to the races again. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide, Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried,
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I love
Best
you.
years of my life I was a fool to give to
All
you.
right, already, I'm just a no good Nick. All right, already, it's true. So new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love
You gamble it here, you gamble it there, you gamble on anything all except me, and I'm sick of you keeping me up in the air till you're back in the money again. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide, Adelaide.
when I think of the way I tried,
Adelaide!
I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I
When
love
you wind up in jail, don't come to me to bail you
All
out.
right already, so call a policeman. All right already, it's true. So new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love
You're at it again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around, and I'm telling you now that we're through. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide, Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried,
Adelaide.
I could honestly die.
Sue me, sue me. Shoot bullets through me. I love you.
Isn't anyone coming? Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is back.
General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I've failed. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words haven't reached them. I think you had better...
Look at all these dolls. Wow, I never been in a place. What are you doing?
Welcome, brothers, welcome.
Is everybody here? And where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Well, here you are, Miss Sarah. 12 or more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you gentlemen sit down?
Now sit down, all of you!
I would like to welcome you gentlemen to the Save a Soul mission.
All right, listen up, you guys. This is a mission, not Roseland. And I suggest that each of you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Now, since I am required to leave for points west tonight, I am appointing Nathan Detroit, Major Domo, in my place. Nathan, anybody who does not act according to Hoyle will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person!
What a remarkable young man.
Yeah, so remember that, you guys. Sister Abernathy, your dice.
Gentlemen, we are honored tonight. This meeting will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
Welcome, brothers. It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to testify? Who would like to start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I ain't no stool fishing.
one of you give testimony to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, tell him what a bum you are. Benny!
I was always a bad guy. A gambler. But I won't do it no more. I thank you.
There! Don't you feel better now?
I'm all right.
Anyone else?
Big Julie.
Well, I used to be bad when I was a kid, but since then I've gone straight, as I can prove by my record. 33 arrests and no convictions.
Harry.
No.
Harry the horse.
Well, like when Sky was rolling us against our souls.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson, he rolled us $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. He means that the only reason they're here is because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
How wonderful! This whole meeting the result of gambling? Well, it shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you've done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though?
Thank you.
Hey! I ain't finished my testimony. Like when Sky was rolling us against our souls. I wished we would win the $1,000 instead of having to come here. Except now that we're here, I still wish it.
Anybody else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson.
No, I just...
Brother Nicely Johnson.
Get up, you skinny ostrich!
Well, it happened to be kind of funny, like a dream. That's right, a dream.
Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered someone fade me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel of your checkered coat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said, beware, you're on a heaven. People said, beware, you'll scuttle the ship. And the devil will drag you under by the fancy time round your wicked throat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank and I hollered, someone save me, that's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, and your soul so heavy you never float. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Said myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, and your soul so heavy you never float. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down.
Perhaps you would care to testify.
I'll do my testifying in court, where I'll testify you ran a crap game here in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were standing there when they came out. You saw them. Ain't these the fellas?
I never saw them before in my life.
There's a right broad.
Now, if you would excuse us, Lieutenant, we'd like to go on with our meeting.
I never seen crapshooters spend so much time in a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I also have a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. We did shoot crap here last night, and we're all awful sorry about it, ain't we, boys? Huh?
Yeah, I'm real sorry.
Yeah, but I also did another terrible thing. I made a bet that a certain guy could not take a certain doll with him on a trip. And this I know I should not have done. However, no harm was done, as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure, the fella tells me he didn't take me after all. Well, I feel a lot better.
Hallelujah!
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 Sister Jessica, Sister Agatha, Sister Nicole, would you please pass out the programs to our guests? Gentlemen, if you would all turn to page 3, we will now sing Follow the Fold.
Adelaide, the well-known fiancée.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't even get close enough to a church to be left at it. Gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Oh, she'll understand. Just tell her your engagement is broken.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her that Nathan is dead, and then see to it.
You mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding. In the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah.
You got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me. Nobody cries like that over some old guy. Whoever it is, you got it bad. You know, when I saw you with Sky Masterson the other night, I could have... Oh, no! Not Sky! You're not in love with Sky. Oh, you poor thing. Oh.
I thought I hated him.
I thought I hated Nathan, too. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Miss Adelaide, can men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I've tried to change Nathan. I used to think how wonderful he'd be, if only he was different.
I thought that way about Sky, too.
I've sat and pictured him by the hour. Nathan, my Nathan, in a little home in the country. Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Wouldn't it? If only Sky.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago in our mission, there were some gamblers who seemed like maybe they could change.
Yes, but that doesn't mean... Gamblers? At your prayer meeting? Was Nathan Detroit there?
I know I heard that name.
A darling little fellow with dark curly hair?
I think so.
How do you like that rat? Just when he should have been lying, he's telling the truth. Gee, I'm glad I'm through with him. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What, are we crazy or something? At Wanamaker's in Saxon Klein, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You simply gotta gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Whatever. Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play, crazy and wild and free. Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down.
Counterattack him and marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter.
Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo.
Rogers Pete.
Golf.
Galoshes.
Ovaltine.
Marry the man today.
Handle it meek and gently. Marry the man today and train him subsequently.
Carefully expose restores him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast,
Have a headache.
have a baby.
Have 2, 6, 9.
Stop! Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways, and change his ways, and change his ways tomorrow.
Nathan, where are you? Nathan!
Give me a late paper.
Nathan, come on, we're waiting for you.
Just a minute, Adelaide. I'm waiting on the lieutenant. Anything else I can get for you, Mr. Detroit? Mr. Brannigan.
Nathan, close up the newsstand, we're getting married.
Is this thing gonna happen or ain't it? I paid $50 to see this thing.
Nathan, come on.
Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of day.
Where's the wedding, Detroit?
Holy smoke.
What's the matter?
I forgot to get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan.
What about the Biltmore Garage?
Brothers and sisters, life is one giant crap game, and the devil is using loaded dice.
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson,
Yes, Brother Detroit.
could we get married in your mission? Adelaide and I?
Certainly. I married Brother Masterson and Sister Sarah. Glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Nathan. I'll lay it 8 to 5. You'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is...
Obadiah!
He wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you very much. I know we're going to be happy. We're going to have a little place in the country, and Nathan will be sitting there beside me every single night.
Achoo!
Stars in the sky, you can bet daddy's looking for some dough. When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a change. And you meet some merchants, paying all kinds of rent for a flat, back and flat, on Taj Mahal. Call it sad, call it funny, much better than even money. And the guy told me to bring it Paying all kinds of rent.